One, two, three. Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Love you. So the other day I was scrolling on Pinterest and I come across this picture and it says, it could go either way and either way I'm good. And I feel like this has been like the exact message that I've just been like learning and learning and learning, and like the universe is really trying to drill that message into my head, because I feel like recently I've been going through a pretty big spiritual awakening and just like being in touch with my spirituality and just all my witchy woo-woo, all that jazzness, you know, my hippiness. I'm into all of it. I just feel like it's been such a big part of my journey these last, say, 6 months. Just a lot has been going on. Breakup, family, friends, life, literally everything under the sun. Yeah, so just a lot of things, a lot of change, career-wise too, just literally everything. We're outgrowing a lot of patterns and we're making room for new things, but right now it's hard. And not just right now, like right now I feel like I'm like coming out of it, but definitely for like the last few months, especially like around like April, May, June, she needed help. Anyways, back to this. It could go either way and either way I'm good. This is like one of the biggest lessons the universe wants me to know. So I started like really getting into tarot card readings like a year or two ago, probably around a year ago. Well, a year ago in like March-ish. And I just feel like YouTube tarot. Also my favorite tarot reader, just if you do like tarot and or if you're skeptical or whatever, I just want to say a tip. If it's just coming up on your For You page, like short form tarot isn't the best because you don't have a choice to like click it. It's not like you being like, oh, what is this, and click it. It just is coming to you. So you think it is more divine orchestrated, but you should have some sort of choice in it. And I just learned that from one of my favorite tarot readers on YouTube. Like there should be some sort of choice when it comes to those videos. So like if they're like, okay, pick a stone, and then they like give you a reading off of that stone that you picked or something like that, it at least gives you some sort of like, your intuition led you to this pile, your intuition led you to this reading or anything like that, as opposed to just like scrolling and it just popping up and you get like overloaded with spirituality. Anyways, I'm gonna go on 50 million side tangents trying to finish this like thought, but it's just a bunch of thoughts. Like that, this whole thing is just a brainstorm, so buckle up. Anyway, so I was getting really into tarot and I just really love tarot, and I really wanted to start getting into reading tarot because I did a lot of watching and I love it and it resonates so much, but I wanted to like feel like it was coming from me or sourced straight to me instead of like through a third party, which I still do love, but I wanted to like talk to the universe or like hear from my spirit guides and everything directly. Even though they are speaking to me directly through those readings, I just wanted to try to learn it by myself. Anyways, so a huge thing that I was worried about when I started learning tarot was projecting hope onto the cards, because it's really easy to just be like, oh, I got this card, like they're in love with me and they're always gonna be in love with me, like blah 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 blah, whatever, they miss me, all this stuff, right? And I really was like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to get a card and know, like, I'm not gonna think like, oh yeah, like this just means he misses me, or like, oh yeah, this just means like whatever, you know, I'm gonna get the job, I'm gonna win $10,000. I mean, the cards don't say stuff like that, but I didn't want to project my hope onto the card. I wanted an honest reading, because like the tarot card readers on YouTube, my favorite ones, they'll be like, yeah, this person isn't really that trustworthy. Like they'll be honest with you, you know, and I wanted to be able to be honest with myself. So I was like just watching a bunch of videos on like how to get into it and how to like learn and how not to project hope onto a card. And this one reader, I think it was Kino Tarot, but I could be totally wrong. And if it's not, sorry. I mean, I'm probably gonna cut that part out anyways, because I don't know if it was her or not. But a tarot card reader on YouTube, she posted a video and she was kind of saying like, if you are afraid of projecting hope onto the cards, what that really means is you could just be really terrified at the idea of that not happening. And I was like, oh, you kind of are eating. Like, obviously it makes sense, but when you're in it, you're like, why am I projecting so much? Why am I projecting so much hope onto these cards? Like, why am I so afraid that I'm projecting hope? It's because I'm terrified at the thought of like whatever I'm hoping for it doesn't happen. And it's like, oh, well, maybe we should work on that. You know, like, I just really had to start thinking about everything in life. Just like, what would I want to project hope onto? And just be like, okay, let's look at why I want to project hope, and let's work on what would happen if that thing I want doesn't happen, and reassuring myself that I will be okay. And that has just been such a huge part of my learning journey and lessons and everything, is just being like, let me figure out what I really, really, really want. And let me just figure out what my best case scenario is, because I'm a pretty optimistic person. Like, I'm always rooting for that thing, you know? But I'm like devastatingly, I'm just so scared of this thing happening that I really just latch onto this outcome and really hope it happens. And if it doesn't, then I'm just like I really thought it was gonna work out. Like, clearly, as you guys saw, like when I went into the bank in the last video, like I really thought like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. I wasn't even worried. I didn't even think for a second it wasn't gonna work. And then when it didn't work, I was like, wait, so I have to ask him for money. Like, and I freaked out because I was so scared of that not happening that I was like, oh God, now what? Like, so I've just really been in my era of learning, like, if you're really scared that something isn't gonna happen for you, figure out what is so scary about it not happening, and just know like, okay, I'm shooting for this goal, right? I really want this thing to happen. This is my dream, this is my goal. But if it doesn't happen, I will be okay. Why will I be okay? Because I can handle this, because it's not that serious, because I can think of a plan B, because I can think of something better. Because if this doesn't happen, that doesn't mean something I want isn't gonna happen. It just means not this version of it. You know, it's like, okay, that wasn't meant to be. Like, it's still, my dreams are still gonna manifest, and my dreams are still gonna happen, and everything is gonna be okay in the end. It's just gonna have to happen this way now. And I think that's just one thing that has really had to be drilled into my head, and I keep getting lessons on it. And so and then I saw that picture on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, I should talk about this, because I feel like it's something that is really resonating with me, and I've been going through it a lot lately. Because even recently, like a situation happened where I was like, oh, like, it's for sure this, it's for sure this, it's for sure this. And then I was like, okay, Stephanie, let's pause. Let's just say, what if it is this? Let's say this happens. Let me hold your hand. It's gonna be really scary. It's gonna be really scary, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna like be horrible, but you're gonna be okay. You're still loved, you're still strong, you're still confident, you're still awesome, you're still like have friends and support, and like, all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to convince yourself you can strive for that, you can hope for that, and you can be the most hopeful person on the planet, and you can put all your marbles in that basket. But just know, if that doesn't work out, you're still gonna be okay. And still just having that faith in yourself that like you will be there for yourself. If that dream doesn't happen, then you're gonna be okay, and everything's gonna be okay. And you could just take a deep breath and dream on, but just be aware. Just have that moment with yourself and sit and just be like, if this doesn't happen, if my dream doesn't happen, it's gonna suck, and I'm gonna be really sad, and that is gonna be okay, and that's totally fine. And you can sit and you can be sad and you can cry, but you're gonna be okay. You're still gonna get everything you want out of life. It's just gonna be different than what you imagine, but that's okay. And then sometimes it does happen, and then you're like, perfect. But thank God, isn't that so cool that I was there for myself like that? Like, just being able to show up for yourself. Like, I feel like I am like my best friend right now. And I feel like the way I like talked myself down and was just like, hey, you know what? Like, even if this happens, it's okay. You're gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay, because you have the universe to back you up. You have all your friends, you have your family, you have literally everything. And I'm making this seem so dramatic, like nothing dramatic. I'm just saying, like, what does the picture say again? It could go either way, and either way I'm good. That is the key to life. Have your dreams and your hopes and your inhibitions. Your dreams, your hopes, your goals, your whatevers, but just have faith in yourself that even if it doesn't work out, you'll be okay. Shoot for the stars, because then you'll land at the moon. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all I needed to say. Like, I just love the universe. And like I said, I've been getting in my real spiritual era, and I love it. I think it's so fun, and I think it helps me be a good person. So if you guys want more spirituality content, let me know, because I have so much to say. And even if you don't let me know, I'm probably gonna do it anyways, because that's just kind of the stuff that's on my mind. But yeah, cool. Thanks for watching.